There are many ways to make t-shirts. You can screen print t-shirts by making a screen and pulling ink over the screen. You can also, like what I'm doing right here, is I am using a special kind of paper called a transfer paper, and I used a laser printer to print on it. And now I'm using a heat press that gets up to 380 degrees, and I'm pressing that image onto the shirt. I'm making these t-shirts for our robotics teams because they have a competition coming up and they want to look good. It takes me 5 minutes to print 3 t-shirts. If I need to make 15 more t-shirts, how much time will it take if I make the shirts at the same rate, meaning the same speed? Alright, so I see a ratio here. 5 minutes to print 3 t-shirts. And I'm going to write that ratio like a fraction. So 5 minutes, and I make sure I label it. 5 minutes over 3 t-shirts. Then I can see I have part of another ratio. I need to make 15 more t-shirts. So I'm going to set my first ratio equal to a new ratio. And it says 15 more shirts. Well, the shirts are in the bottom of both of these ratios. And I need to find the numerator of that ratio, the minutes that it's going to take. Now I'm doing it at the same speed, so these ratios should be in proportion. I'm going to use multiplication to change the 3 shirts into 15 shirts, and then I take that same times 5 and multiply the numerator. So 5 minutes times 5 gives me 25 total minutes to make 15 shirts. So what we were doing here was using proportions. And proportions are when we have 2 ratios that are equal. For example, 1/2 or 1:2 is equal to 2:4. These are in proportion, they're equal ratios. Another one is 3/5. 3:5 is the same as 6:10. We just multiplied 3 to 5, both the numerator and denominator, by 2. Alright, so let's use a proportion to solve this problem. The school's robotics club has 24 students. The ratio of girls to all members of robotics is 1:4. How many girls are in robotics? Alright, so they give us the ratio of 1 girl to 4 members of robotics. So that's going to be the total people in robotics. We're going to set that equal to a new ratio, and that's going to have girls in the top just like the first ratio, and the bottom is the total number of people in robotics, which is 24 students. Now you need to find what will change 1/4 into something over 24. Well, we know that 4 times 6 is 24. Do the same thing to the numerator. 1 times 6 is 6. So there are 6 girls in robotics. In a bread recipe, it calls for 4 cups of water and 6 cups of flour. If you decide to increase the water in the recipe to 10 cups, how many cups flour will be needed? Well, I see a ratio here right off the bat. We've got 4 cups of water and 6 cups of flour. If you decide to increase it to 10 cups of water, then we need to put that 10 cups of water in the top of a new ratio because it needs to match the other ratio. Now if you try to do this one like we've done the other ones, you're going to recognize that 4 doesn't go into 10 perfectly. It actually goes into it 2.5 times. It's fine to do that. You will get the right answer, but it might be easier to simplify 4/6 first into 2/3 and then try and find the missing number in the proportion. So 2 cups water to 3 cups flour, set that equal to 10 cups water, and we want to find the number of cups of flour. Well, 2 times 5 makes 10. We do the same thing to the denominator. 3 times 5 makes 15. So we need 15 cups flour if we're going to use 10 cups of water.